Wow, welcome back. I'm so excited to start off the week on Monday itself where you're well rested and your mind is clear. You know exactly what to do for the entire week. And welcome back to those of our many familiar friends. I'm giving a shout out to May, to Pinku, to Kelvin, to Casey Ong, Christopher, WJ Chen, Gilbert, welcome back. So happy to see all of you here tonight. And tonight we're going to have a really big topic. And the big topic of the day is, holy moly, will July 21st spike Bitcoin? Now before we dive into that, I want to kind of orientate you guys to how to get our free resources. And simply go to the YouTube description below and straight away enroll into the free course, alright? The free course itself will give you access to the slides, to all the magical dots that are connected for you right here, and thereby we'll end off with a major quiz questions, alright? So quiz question is going to test your mastery of the subject. So without further ado, I'm really excited to start off for today's sharing. And the first big topic is that Elon Musk and Jack Dorsey will trash it out on 21st July at the big event called the B word. B stands for Bitcoin. Now this is a really important date for us because if you check back on today's date, that's exactly about 1 month away from now. And 1 month away from now, there are many things that's going to happen in the market, especially for cryptocurrency. But here, this is the major deal that really got us excited because typically for Elon Musk appearing in a live show like this, 3 steps will happen. I'm talking about really 3 big steps that will happen. Number 1, he'll drum up about all his excitement, going to take part in this event. And as you can see over here, it's taking place right here on 21st of July, alright? So you guys can take a look right here. This is the actual day, and they're going to feature Katie Woods from ARK Invest, which is a very big supporter of Bitcoin as well as Tesla. They're also going to have Blockstream CEO Adam Back and former acting and deputy director of the US CIA Michael Morrell. Now, step 1, he'll drum it up. Price will move up, and I'm doing a comparison right up to the days when Elon Musk appeared on Saturday Night Live. And he was pumping up the Dogecoin. If you guys remember, it went all the way up. Step 2, the moment he opens up his mouth, the price collapsed. So I want you to watch out on 21st of July, the moment Elon Musk takes on the stage and took over the mic, that is going to be a price fall. And step 3, the fall will just keep falling. So look at the price of Dogecoin. It's going to play out, and let's see what's going to happen. And he kind of teased the entire Twitter market. He's talking about the word called "big curious" for Bitcoin, and he's always teasing us. And we do not know what the hell he wants out of this event. Okay, so this is the first important dot that will set up the framework for tonight. And I want to teach you guys to go all the way to the bottom right here. At the bottom, in order to navigate to the next page, you just click complete and continue. Dot number 2, I'm going to share with you right now. And that is the B word. This is happening all in the Twitter world. And I want to encourage you, go have a Twitter account. Follow all the important superheroes from Elon Musk, Michael Saylor, Jack Dorsey, and so on. Alright, so they are really huge, and the conversation really started just on Friday 25th, and with Jack posting that he's going to go all out to support the Bitcoin community. And there you go, Bit Curious, started by Elon Musk, and straight he fell into the hook. Jack invited him, and Elon Musk accepted the challenge. Alright, so this is the framework. Now with this framework, we're going to connect to the second big event in July itself, which is next month. So I'm going to click complete and continue. And here we go. This is a major article. My gosh, this is humongous, all right? Bitcoin investors have a new issue to worry about. And what are we talking about? We are talking about a major dump of, holy moly, we just calculated just now, $4.9 billion worth of Bitcoin is going to dump right on the month of July. Why? Because step one, people who back then last year believe in Bitcoin, but these institutional players, they are just damn lazy to go out there and buy the actual Bitcoin. So what they do is this. They went to buy the shares of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, step one. And these shares control over 21.9 billion in assets. And basically step two, they are controlling the direct Bitcoins itself. All right, this is really huge, and you don't neglect this. All right. And step three, they have a lockup period of 6 months, and they are free from this lockup period next month in July. And we calculated for those who bought in the month of December, July, there's a major dump of 4.9 billion on the sell wall, ready on standby. That's the reason why I want to highlight to you this very important article, for you to take note that, holy moly, we are not out of the woods yet. And looking at all these points and going straight to look at the Bitcoin pricing, here we go. We all start off looking like this. This is on a 1-day candle, and I'm going to mark out the really important zones, and that is the 40,000 to the 30,000 range right here. Okay? And once we kind of mark it out, and I want to really do it really beautiful, and you kind of one time catch the idea, and that is this. We're going to do the clustering effect here and the second clustering effect there. It means to say that for the Grayscale investors, they bought into the shares in the month of December. Now back then, you know, in the month of December, we are trading all below like 30,000. So they are trading kind of in this little zone here, this little circle zone I just mark out for you, okay? But because of the fact that they are locked up for 6 months, they can't sell, even though as the price of Bitcoin shot up to a high of 64,000. So right now, next month, July, they are free up of this lockup. And what do you think they will do? See for yourself. They are no better from where they started in the beginning. And in fact, I bet they are kind of thumping their chest and say, thank God, keep the price level at that level. Do not drop any further, because if you drop any further, we're going to go into the red zone. And if they're going to run out of the gates the moment they are free up in July, let me share with you, this price will collapse. Because 4.9 billion is humongous. Now, giving you some steps in comparison in retrospect, all right? You know, Michael Saylor recently bought up $500 million worth of Bitcoin at the price of $37,000 per coin. He couldn't even hold the price. Look at the price today, it's 34,000. 500 million couldn't hold the price at 37,000, dropped to 34,000. And what do you think of the price of Bitcoin when 4.9 trillion is ready to dump? This is what we are looking at right now. Now, is there an opportunity for us to make money from here? And this is the part, you know, all of you are getting excited and kind of a mind-boggling, and you're listening and say, oh my gosh, this is like humongous, it's going to collapse. And that's the reason why I'm doing this YouTube series almost every night, because I want to highlight to you the key salient points so that you don't catch a falling knife. So I'm going to go to the next important point, and that is this. Here we go. How much Bitcoin is worth? Because right now there's a big debate on digital gold versus the traditional gold. This is really scary, all right? And this article was put out by JP Morgan. Wow, huge article. As you know, they are handling like all the high net worth individuals' accounts across the planet. And the moment they put out a strong word like headwind, everybody gonna freak out. Now we need to establish what this headwind is all about. Is it verified? Is it something that is just smoke screen out there? No. We're gonna scroll down right here and highlight to you a very, very important call right here. Here we go from JP Morgan, and led by a group of analysts by Nicholas. So I'm going to plot this guy here right here, and he's saying that price of Bitcoin will float between $23,000 to $35,000. Oh my gosh. And this is like, what is the cause? Why is he so upset about the price of Bitcoin? Number one, I just spoke about it. Everybody's noting the fact that it's 4.9 billion ready to dump at Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. That's number one. But he really nailed it. And I think he got it right. Because why? He's comparing between those who are buying gold versus the traditional gold versus the digital gold. And he's putting up an argument in this. Step one. Whenever there's volatility in the pricing of digital gold Bitcoin, you know what? Institutional investors will shift to the safe haven. And what is the safe haven? The traditional gold, like the gold chain I'm wearing right here. All right. So he's saying that, holy moly, it is so volatile right now. Digital gold no longer can hold up. As a result, institutional players will move the money over to the traditional gold. And that is the key point number two. Number one, you nail it. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Number two, you nail it. Digital gold versus traditional gold. And with that, we come and put it over here and ask you, hey, you got to start completing this very, very important quiz to master what I share with you here tonight. Now, before we go off, I want to just kind of do a quick recap and let you take a look very closely on those who really got caught up in this feeding frenzy. There is a big bunch of people ready to sell. Now, if I click on the 15-minute candle right here, you're going to see how they fall into the traps. Here we go. This is on the 15-minute, and I squeeze all the way to the period in time where back then it has fallen for the first time below 30,000. 28805, $28,805. Now, once it's broken, it's going to be tested once, twice, thrice, 4 times in a row. You saw that number right there. And you have a whole bunch of people building up the anxiety of what we call FOMO, fear of missing out, and to chase the price to over 35,500. So those who came in along here, they thought, oh, we are out of the woods. They do not have the data, they do not have the analytics, they can't connect the dots and say, wow, I think I got a good price at $35,000. And guess what? The next thing, there is a huge bunch of people ready to sell. And they're selling down to here. So this whole process here are for those who can't wait to get out. So I'm going to move right now the charts a bit to the left and let you see the key drop-off point. 30,151. And it sold from 35,000 to 30,000, $5,000 per coin drop. All right. So they were selling, those who wanted to get out. And then somebody built up the anxiety again, FOMO, fear of missing out. And people say, oh, I caught a big wave. Yeah. And I caught this little green big candle right here. Oh, I caught it all the way to 35,000. And then it starts to drop again. But the moment I screen it out of 1 day candle, you're going to know what I'm driving at right now, my friends. And that is always draw right this. 40,000 to 30,000, this is the range that you should be focusing on. And I'm going to close up this range by looking at this cluster right here, the clusters of traders right there. And I just draw an arrow across, and you know what's coming to hit you. All right. This is the biggest takeaway from our lesson right here tonight. And I want to encourage you, go and click on the YouTube description below, enroll into the class, and make sure you connect the dots. And my friends, don't catch a falling knife. All right, till we meet again tomorrow, you're just one step away. Thank you. See you guys tomorrow. All right, thank you.